makes me crazy. I dream about our babies. Gazing them days and contagious, you're my baby. We know each other like the back of our hands. Understand, there's no mistaking. I'm taking, 'cause you're my drug.
Can't you hear me knocking? Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Yeah, you got satin shoes. Yeah, you got nasty boots. Y'all got cocaine eyes. Yeah, you got sleepy Johnny. Can hear me knocking on the window. Can hear me knocking on your door. Can hear me knocking down the dirty street.
That guitar.
Yeah.
Can hear me knocking? Are you safe asleep? Can hear me knocking? Yeah, down the gaslight street now. Can hear me knocking? Yeah, throw me down the keys. All right now. Hear me ringing, big bell toll. Hear me singing, soft and low. I'll be thinking on my knees. I'll be kicking, help me please. Hear me growling, I'm gonna take you down. Hear me growling, I'm gonna find it feet down, down, down. Hear me howling, all around your street now. Hear me knocking, all around your town.
Come on.
Can you hear me knocking?
Can you hear me knocking?
I feel like he's just speaking in regards to like the Rolling Stones just kind of being everywhere. Like, you know, I'm sure at one point in time, Rolling Stones, it's like you couldn't miss them. Like, they're everywhere. So it's like, no matter where you go, it's like, can you hear me knocking?
Can you hear me knocking?
You think so? That's probably like the most simplest way that I could put it, because
It's a good possibility.
that's just what it sounds like. That's just what it feels like. Like when you speak about that.
Isn't like the Rolling Stone, like, isn't that, I don't know. It depends. It depends on like.
They one of them ones though.
The Rolling Stones?
Mm-hmm.
Like Papa was a Rolling Stone, like everywhere, all over the place. Not
Papa
that,
was not the song.
I mean, no, I mean like all over the place. You saying, can you hear me? Because they were all over the place. Like,
yeah. As far as just
everywhere you
as
look,
far as like
everywhere you hear.
Exactly. As far as like it's like their reach. You know what I mean?
But not in the Papa was Rolling Stone way. Not that way.
Figuratively.
Yeah.
Can you hear me knocking? Can't you hear me knocking?
Yeah.
Saxophone. Yeah, we had to. We had to pause it right there. But again, like, but again, as you just sit back and just like listen to that to the sound and kind of vibe out to it.
Yeah.
I know someone said before that, you know, rock and roll music is kind of already ingrained in blues.
Yeah.
So it's like you get that feeling. It's like you can kind of hear, you can kind of feel it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even like it's another guitarist that kind of plays the guitar. Like when we start hearing like that, the high pitched part of the guitar.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of reminds you of Carlos Santana a little bit.
It does. It
like with the airiness guitar.
That's funny that you say that. Yeah, it actually it does actually kind of give you that feel like with the sound that it has in it. But they have like these long. The Rolling Stones. Why do they do that anyway? Like they have like the long breakouts in between, like in the songs like that. Like I feel like you get lost in the music sometimes when it's so long like that.
Because it's a vibe.
Okay.
Especially when you're just a rock and roll lover and you just love the sound, especially when you just get serenaded by that guitar.
But like,
and they just take you away.
I don't know, because this song is not, to me, it's not like it is rock, but it's once again, it still has like that bluesy feel to it too.
I'm feeling that too.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know, that's just me.
Wow.
Oh, you can hear the organ. You hear the organ?
We made it.
Let's see.
We made it.
It's still going for them.
But yeah, I mean, this definitely like covered like a couple of like different genres to a degree. It's definitely rock, but you kind of felt the jazz, you felt the blues in there as well.
It did. Like I even heard the organ. I think for a quick
Just
second.
a well-rounded music piece.
Yeah.
And you said the organ too.
Yeah.
They have the sax on there. So again, like where you was asking me in regards to like why they have such long songs, is just because of that. Just
so you can
music
like get the little
standpoint.
vibe session out of it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Because no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it just
Okay.
doesn't like when I think of like rock, like the first song that we started out with, like the Cream song, like hearing, but even that like sounded bluesy to me, like listening. I don't know. So was rock like more of like a jazz? I mean, I keep saying jazz. Like was like a bluesy type of feel. Like as it evolved, it started becoming more like rock and roll-ish to me, because as we listen to these songs like 60s and 70s, I hear more of like a blues feel in some of these like rock songs that I wouldn't expect to hear that. Like I wasn't expecting to really be able to hone in on that, listening to these 2 decades of rock.
I was surprised too when we were doing like the 50s and the 60s and the 70s rock.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were telling us like, yeah, check out the Rolling Stones. You're gonna hear a lot of blues. You're gonna hear some of this. Not even that, but just the history of rock.
Okay.
It's kind of incorporated from blues.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bro Code too as well. He said that as well.
Lost in your body, boy, I'm